Hi Gemini, welcome to Honeybird Tarot. I'm Shan, and we're going to get right into your June 1st through 15th general reading. I'm going to start with an oracle card. Today I'm using the Moonology oracle deck, and everything is pre-shuffled. I'm just going to shuffle a little bit. Okay. Okay, Gemini. Full moon in Aries. A fiery climax approaches. All right, some situation that involves a lot of passion is coming to a head. This could be a good or bad thing. Is there really even such thing as good and bad? But it's all a matter of perspective. But let's see what the guidebook has to say about this. Okay. All right. It's time to see if you've been a little bit too much me. There's a tug of war going on between what you want and what someone else wants. But you'll have to wait a little while to see what's going to happen next. As you wait, ask yourself if you've been handling the situation as sensitively as you could have done. If you know deep down that you've been a little rash or harsh, gone too fast or overstepped the mark, then accept that on some level you've created the situation yourself, which means you can create your way out of it too. When this card comes up, a peak is coming and it could be fiery. All right, so you can attune to the moon by being nice, being kind, smiling, and being polite as you navigate to where you want to be. Additional meanings for this card are being assertive is good, just don't ride roughshod over anyone. If you're in a tense situation, meditate your way to peace. Don't be a baby. Sorry, but this could be the issue. And you need to have more fun. All right, Gemini, let's get into your tarot. Today we're going to be using the Dust to Onyx Tarot by Courtney Alexander. I will always use at least one deck created by a Black person in my public readings. And today that is Dust to Onyx. Gemini, you might possibly be dealing with an Aries, because you got one of these cards in the same position that they got. Yeah. Excuse me. Okay, Gemini, the first card you have is the Three of Gourds. So the Three of Gourds or the Three of Cups talks about celebration of creating a emotional, creating emotional abundance with other people. So this could represent libation. These calabashes or gourds of water or emotion are spilling over, are running over. These three women here are very happy to be in each other's company. They are celebrating something together. There's emotion shared between the three of them. Okay. So this could be spending time with family. It could be going out and having drinks with friends. It could be a party or any other sort of celebratory event. This could also be, especially something celebratory that involves family, because a lot of times in certain decks, the three of gourds represents emotion, feeling, or even history or information that is being passed from one generation to the next. So I feel like if this is not, going out with friends for drinks or something like this could very well be some type of family celebration. The next card that you have, I'm sorry if I feel like I was calling you Taurus, but it's definitely the Gemini reading. The next card you have, Gemini, is suspension. And suspension would be the Hanged Man. And this talks about getting a new perspective on something and gaining spiritual enlightenment around whatever that is. But feeling like, maybe feeling like you are stagnant, especially if it wasn't your intention to be in this place of having to gain a new perspective around something. Sometimes it is spirit that literally keeps you in a holding pattern until you can see something from the way that you need to see it. So overall, gaining spiritual enlightenment or a new perspective on something. Okay? And the Ace of Staffs is here, right in the middle, right in the middle of the reading. This is a new, passionate beginning. It could be a new job or a new relationship. This could also be about sex, the Ace of Staffs. But I definitely feel like this is renewed passion, or someone deciding to move their passions towards something new, some new hobby, new relationship, new job. And not just your passion, but passion that moves you to act. Then the next card is the Six of Gourds, or the Six of Cups. This is the reconciliation card. This talks about returning to a place where you receive emotional abundance, or receive something that felt good to you, especially something from your past, going back to that, something, some place, some person. And here, these energies in this card, when they come together, the energy that they create together thaws this ice, and then they have access to those beautiful flowers that are frozen on the inside. So I feel like this is, and the ice is green, representing the heart chakra. So I feel like this reconciliation, or this going back to some sense of emotional fulfillment, is going to heal not only your heart space, Gemini, but the heart space of whoever else is involved. It'll benefit the both of you. And whatever it is a very emotional situation. Okay, and justice is also here. This is karma balancing out the scales. You could also be dealing with the Libra. This is can be representative of Libra energy. This is balancing out the scales. Someone possibly needing to make a decision about something, but trying to find balance, or being balanced in that decision. Justice could also could talk about a possible divorce or some other type of court proceeding. And because it's here in the upright, spirit is saying that whatever that particular situation involving a court is, you will have victory. It'll go in your favor. The karmatic scales will be balanced. And under the deck, in the position of what's hidden or overall energy, is strength. Okay, this woman here in the card has a lemniscate around her eyes, the infinity symbol. She knows that she's an infinite being. She knows that she can bring her own energies into balance, bring this lion within into balance. And she doesn't have to exert any force over the lion to do so. It's done by her will, by her mental energy, and by her spiritual energy. And when you bring that lion inside into balance, it being in that state causes you to appear to the rest of the world as though you are very charismatic, or you just have a glow about you. But really, it's an outcome of having balanced your internal energies. It could also be about waiting, but waiting in an energy of strength and patience. It'd be about endurance and determination. Okay. I'm going to clarify with the tarot of the Orisha. The three fours here. Anything else about the three fours? All right, so the first card we have clarifying the Three of Gourds is the Five of Water, or the Five of Cups. So in the quote-unquote traditional tarot, the Five of Cups talks about someone being in the energy of regret, remorse, crying over spilled milk. They have spilled 3 of their 5 cups, and they're so focused on what they've knocked over that they don't even, realize or aren't paying attention to the fact that there are still 2 full cups left. Okay, in this deck, this person is in a very dire situation. They have fallen into the water, very deep water. You see, there's a steep cliff here, basically, and nowhere for them to gain a foothold. They are holding onto this branch, but the branch is breaking, about to separate from the tree. And there's no one around to help them. Okay, so someone could feel like they are in a very helpless situation. The next card is the Four of Fire. In this particular deck, the Four of Fire talks about receiving help and acknowledging and being very grateful, very thankful for that help, for that assistance. And they're walking towards the water, so I feel like they're walking towards the same water that this person is drowning in, and the person is going to be very, very grateful for the help that they receive. And they probably don't see that this help is coming because the moon is here. And the moon is representative of things that we don't see or that we may have partial illumination around. Okay, so I feel like someone is going to find their help in going and spending time and being vulnerable and sharing emotions with people that they love. Okay, that's where your help will come from, Gemini, or once you have received your help, you will be able to be in a celebratory mood, or you'll be able to like I said, be able to celebrate with those who have helped you. And I'm getting a strong sense that it is family or very close friends who will help you. And this could be you helping someone else, but I'm just going to tell it from your standpoint because of your reading. Okay. Ooh. Why is suspension here? Why is suspension here? Can you tell us about suspension, please? Okay. So suspension, spiritual enlightenment, gaining a new perspective, is clarified by Iku. Iku is the death card. The death card talks about transformation. Death is just a beginning of a new form of life, or life in a new realm. So I feel like something is dying, or some part of you, or some situation that you are involved in, Gemini, is dying and being transformed, possibly being transformed by this new perspective that you have on it. And this new perspective that you've gained during this time of suspension is coming from deep spiritual work that you have been doing. The Nine of Fire is here. It would be the Nine of Wands in the traditional tarot. The Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior card. It's someone who has been through the battle and they are hurt, but they're still alive and they're protecting themselves and quite possibly some treasure or something that they have gained throughout whatever that battle was. In this deck, it talks about going through a spiritual initiation, about depriving yourself in certain ways to go through a time of solitude, like could be in the suspension, a time of stillness, and going through. This person looks like they are suffering or in pain, but they're about to come out on the other end of this. Okay? They are going through this very spiritual journey in order to be initiated into a new life on the other side of it. So I feel like in this time of suspension, Gemini, you are absolutely changing and transforming. It's a sense of a spiritual initiation for you, an initiation into this new personhood that you will gain. Okay. What's the Ace of Staves here? Gemini, this could have to do with your health. Whatever this difficult situation is that you're experiencing, I feel like it could have to do with your physical health. Is there anything else here? Ooh. Okay, Gemini. So the first card you have clarifying the Ace of Staves or the Ace of Fire, Ace of Wands, is Shapana. Shapana is the Orisha of illness and healing. Most specifically, the illness that he's most often associated with is smallpox. But I feel like with Shapana Clarifying the Ace of Staves, this is like renewed health after a time of very severe illness, one that you thought that you were not going to make it out of. Okay. And then the Four of Water is here. The Four of Water or the Four of Cups can talk about a missed opportunity. It could also talk about not being satisfied with the opportunity or the cup, the water that's being offered to you, and so you reject it. But either way, it's like an energy of stagnation. Either you're stagnant because you don't recognize the opportunity that's in front of you, therefore you can't act on it, or it's not up to your standards, so you choose not to act on it. And that inaction is represented here. This fish, I can't remember the name of it, but in times of drought, when it's the bodies of water that it lives in dry up, it creates a shell around itself, and it will survive in that shell for a very long time until the water returns. Okay, and the last card that we have clarifying the Ace of Staves is the Ace of Fire. So, the same card came out. I feel like Spirit is definitely saying that after maybe a time of illness that could have possibly had you immobilized or feeling stagnant, feeling like you could not move forward with certain opportunities because you weren't in good physical health, there will be renewed passion or renewed action, renewed strength. The lion is representative of strength, just like we have here in the Strength card that was under the deck. You have two lions here. I feel like you're being very brave and very strong through this, through whatever this situation is, Gemini. This transformation that you're undergoing. You could be transforming your daily habits, transforming your diet, transforming the way that you care for your body. A lot of people experience that. They experience illness, and when they come out of it, they end up being healthier than they were in the beginning because they have had to pay so much attention to their diet, to exercise, and not just your diet in the sense of what you eat, but everything that you consume, the music you listen to, the shows and movies that you watch, how much social media you consume, what you consume on social media, not watching people die, and seeing murders repeatedly on social media, but we won't get into that. All right. Okay. The Six of Swords. Why is it? If it's meant to follow, it'll come back out. Six of Swords. Excuse me. Anything else for the Six of Swords? So the first thing we have clarifying the Six of Swords is Ogun. Ogun is the owner of all metals. Okay, so and he is the deity of war. In this card, he has slain this dragon almost effortlessly. He has a sword or a cutlass in one hand, stabbing it, and he has a spear in the other hand, ready to strike. This is the energy that clears our paths, clears any obstacles or enemies from our path. So whatever stands in the way of this reconciliation for you, whether it's a reconciliation with an actual person or people, a place, Ogun is clearing your path to get back to that. And you also have the Ten of Air here, clarifying the Six of Swords. So I feel like there could have been some type of falling out or something that made you feel like whatever it is that you want to return to is a lost cause or hopeless, is completely desolate. But it's not. It appeared this way. And Ogun is going to clear your path of anything that will prevent you from getting back to this place of healing your heart space, thawing out your heart chakra. Why is justice here? The person in the justice card has something, a word on their bow tie. I was trying to see if I could tell what it said. Okay. Anything else about justice? Okay. All right, so clarifying justice. First we have the Two of Air. The Two of Air would be the Two of Swords, and the Two of Swords talks about needing to make a decision based on your intuition, on your knowledge, and on your heart, because your eyes are covered. You cannot see anything. So you have to use what you know and what you feel to make a decision. In this deck, the Two of Air is about messages. Swans mate for life. So this is messages, love letters, love messages, songs, going back and forth between two energies or two people who love one another. So I feel like with the Six of Swords being here and Ogun, especially in this deck, Ogun also represents very fast-moving romantic energy, one that moves like a train. Ogun also owns transportation because most modes of transportation are built of metal. So I feel like someone is moving very quickly towards someone that they want to reconcile with and bring justice or bring balance to their situation. And they're doing so by way of a lot of very loving messages. Could be sending, like I said, love letters or songs. And Yansa is here, or Oya. She is the deity of change. She owns the winds of change. She also ushers spirits into the afterlife. I definitely feel like something that seemed dead. There's also a graveyard here because she ushers spirits into the afterlife. Something that seemed completely dead, gone, and desolate is being reawakened by way of these winds of change, this transformation that someone has gone through, and it's going to bring balance back to whatever situation is being revived or thought out or reconciled here. And under the deck, in the position of what's hidden or overall energy, there's the Six of Fire, the Six of Wands. This talks about a recognized victory. These people are bringing a woman back into the village after she was abducted by this beast, this dragon, this same beast that Ogun is slaying here in this card. And they have, they're bringing the woman back, and they're also bringing the beast back, and more than likely will use it to the benefit of everyone in the village. Okay. So I definitely feel like there was something happening here, Gemini. It could have been that, you know, a relationship failed, or you couldn't have the relationship you wanted with someone because of it feels like something to do with physical health, but if it wasn't to do with physical health, it could have been a mental health issue. Something regarding someone's health kept a relationship from moving forward. But after healing comes in for that person, um, there is definitely a new passionate beginning, because that is here twice. It came out to clarify itself, and a new passionate beginning that makes a reconciliation possible. And there's lots of messages of love and actions of love that are going to come in with this change. But you just need to be strong and be patient. Okay, Gemini? Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated for you, please like, please comment down below, please share the video, please subscribe to my channel. I love you so much. Pelu Ife.